You know, when most people picture spiritual warfare, they usually imagine this like chaotic, unpredictable brawl in the dark, right? Like a horror movie where things just jump out at you randomly from the
Oh,
shadows.
totally. Yeah, just random shadows and jump scares.
Right. But today's text is looking at the June 4th edition of the Rhapsody of Reality's daily devotional by Pastor Chris. And it actually pushes back on that whole horror movie idea.
It really does. The piece is titled Superior to Satan and His Structures by Pastor Chris, and it outlines a very specific, almost rigid hierarchy of unseen forces. And, it makes a pretty bold claim about where you, the listener, actually sit on that exact org chart.
Yeah, the org chart thing is fascinating. I mean, if it really is an org chart, that completely changes the game. And Jesus actually hinted at this structure in Matthew 12 and Mark 3, didn't he?
He did, yeah. When he gets accused of using demonic power, his response is basically this logic puzzle. He asks, how can Satan cast out Satan?
Right, because a kingdom divided against itself just can't stand.
Exactly. And the underlying logic here emphasizes that specific word kingdom. I mean, a kingdom isn't a lawless mob.
Yeah.
It implies intense coordination, like a strict chain of command.
Which honestly makes it sound way more intimidating. Like if there's a highly organized system actively working against people, what does that actually look like? Are we talking about like middle management here?
Basically, yes. According to Ephesians chapter 6, which the devotional heavily references, it categorizes this dark structure into specific ranks.
Oh, so literal ranks.
Literal ranks, yeah. Principalities, powers, rulers of darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places. So rather than just being vague, bad vibes, this theology defines them as an ordered system with distinct functions.
Got it. So a principality, for instance, might be the strategic mind, right? Like dictating the territory.
Yeah, exactly. And then the powers would be like the foot soldiers executing that strategy on the ground.
So, okay, think about when you're having just a completely derailed Tuesday morning, like a super stressful workday where everything seems to go wrong at the exact same time.
Oh, we've all been there.
Right. Well, this framework suggests that it's not necessarily random bad luck, but it could actually be the result of a coordinated opposition designed to just distract or derail God's purposes.
That's the exact application the text is making. It frames the obstacles you face as structural rather than coincidental.
But wait, if there's this massive chain of command actively working against you, my first instinct is that, well, I need to put on the gloves, right? Like I need to fight my way up the ladder and defeat these forces level by level. Does this theology actually expect the reader to go toe-to-toe with these principalities?
Well, see, that's where the framework takes a really sharp turn. It introduces this concept of jurisdictional superiority.
Jurisdictional superiority.
Yeah. So referencing Ephesians 1, the devotional asserts that believers are seated together with Christ in the heavenly realms. And the really vital phrase here is that you are positioned far above this entire hierarchy.
Far above. Okay, let me test a theory here. It sounds less like winning a boxing match and more like having diplomatic immunity, maybe. Oh, I like that. Say more about that.
Well, like a foreign ambassador working in New York City isn't really subject to the local traffic cops, right?
Yeah.
Because they operate under a higher, completely different jurisdiction.
Right, exactly.
So they don't have to fight the local police chief. The local laws literally